Hey everyone, welcome to an episode of Geekalypse Now Movie News. It's a new series we're doing. In case we're changing up the format a little bit to be like 2 episodes a week kind of format because
We're splitting it into segments.
It just wasn't working right. We hardly got any views on the previous episodes, probably because of their length, I guess.
Too long-winded.
Definitely not because of their content.
Possibly.
Absolutely not.
We're still new to this.
Couldn't be our fault.
Yeah, well, we're still new to this.
It's your fault.
For not having more time to watch our videos.
I mean, get YouTube Red and listen to it in the background while you're at work. That's what I do.
Yeah, but some people have to work at work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's right. No, I don't bust
Anyway,
my
this
ass
is
over
our TV and movie segment. We're going to be covering lots of news from the week.
it. Yeah.
And everybody is here today, so if anybody wants to do introductions.
Yep, I'm Caretaker.
I'm Burly Badger.
I'm Snowballs.
I'm Scorp.
I'm Rick.
I'm over 9,000 goblins, but I refuse to introduce myself.
Too late. So, I guess, should we go ahead and talk about this one first, or should we talk about Ruby first?
Talk about
talk
whichever
about it.
you want. Just
Yeah.
get to talking.
It's already up on the top part of it, so.
We're gonna get Ruby before the next podcast we do. It's
This
anime
Thursday.
made by Rooster Teeth Productions, and I love it.
I do too. It's their 4th season. They're going to call it Volume 4, but it's their 4th season.
They release them in volumes because technically they release it on YouTube and on their website, so it's not really a TV show, kind of. And yeah.
Yep. So, I'm really looking forward to it. That Season 3 ending was really good.
Yeah.
And they've been showing previews for what different characters are going to be in the new season. Like 2 weeks ago, I think, or was it like a week. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. They showed a preview for Ruby, which is spelled Ruby, in case anybody's interested. So it shows her being a badass, and it shows different Grims that she's fighting, and
Oh yeah.
different character concepts.
If you don't know anything about Ruby, just go watch red, white, black, and yellow trailers off of YouTube or Rooster Teeth's website now, because they're great.
Yeah, good action. Season 1 was a little kind of clunky at first, but I feel like they found their groove by like Season 2 and definitely Season 3.
Yeah, the animation started getting really good for Season 3, and now everything looks so beautiful for Season 4. I don't want to discuss too much of what we've seen because Rick wants absolutely no spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
But we have been watching a lot of concept art for it.
Yeah, it shows like what they look like. It's between Season 3 and 4 is like a 6 to 8 month jump or gap.
Oh yeah.
So, but no spoilers at all for anybody who's really interested in watching the series and its completion. Or, well, not completion because it's still being made. So,
That's enough about Ruby, though.
yep. So,
Yeah, it is.
the podcast before last week, because we had technical difficulties last podcast.
Yeah.
We were going to talk about the Rogue One trailer that was released.
And it was so good, we're going to talk about it this week anyways.
Because why not? It's Star Wars.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been a fan of Star Wars since I was like 7, maybe 6 years old.
I don't know when I started.
I
don't remember.
Yeah.
Funny enough, Star Wars wasn't the original thing that got me into Star Wars. It was actually one of the Ewok movies. Like one of the side movies.
I wouldn't admit that.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Right?
It was the first
Did you
Ewok
ever
movie.
watch the Wookiee Christmas special that was completely in Shuriwook with no translation?
I've watched it, yes.
course.
Oh, God.
It was like Life Day or something stupid like that, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, the
Rogue
trailer
One.
is good.
Okay.
The Rogue One trailer is very good.
Yeah, I need to take my mind off. I need to take my mind on. Put some.
It
I
looks
should
like
So
probably-
what
you finally
happens in the trailer?
everything.
Because I actually haven't watched it.
Yes, that's what I was going to
didn't know
say. I
that.
should probably watch it eventually. We'll see. I usually
Go
don't
ahead,
like
Rick.
trailers, but, you know.
I haven't watched it in a little
But
bit.
this is
actually.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You-
Go ahead, Rick. You were starting to say something.
I was saying, it looks like they're finally be answering the question that everyone's had since watching A New Hope, and it's why the fuck is there a hole that blows up the entire Death Star?
Yep. It's because the person who built it wanted to be blown up.
Yeah, because he's a dick.
No, the Empire's
And then
a
the
dick,
solution
and he had
to
to
the
build
Empire
it
did
for
nothing
them.
Death
wrong.
Star was like, let's make the hole bigger so ships can fly inside. We'll have a
Well,
shield around it. It's cool. Don't worry.
To be fair, it was still being built, and the Emperor was like, "Lol, I'm going to
That was
him
a
where it's at."
ruse, and you know it.
Emperor Palpatine be like, grab him by the pussy.
He was like, oh no, our completely unfinished Death Star that had... Nope, just kidding. It's actually live. Go.
Even though you can
We
totally
built
fly
it to
into
look
it.
unfinished.
Like, what the fuck? There was actually a thing, but anyway, back to Rogue One. You get to see a little bit of Vader for like blink and you'll miss it kind of thing for Vader, from what it seemed like to me.
Yeah, he's like on the corner of the screen, facing away from it, with
No, that was the first
some
one.
officer
The-
talking about
Yeah,
it.
The most recent one, he's like, in the middle of it.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he's talking
Are
to
they
one of the
bringing-
grandmas.
Oh, yeah, you're
back-
right.
Go ahead.
Any other characters from the original trilogy to be in this besides Vader?
James Earl Jones is voicing Vader.
There's
I know,
rumors that
like-
Tarkin's in there.
Oh yeah, Tarkin is.
I know that they're not going to be able to, like, bring Harrison Ford in because he's like fucking 70 or whatever. But like, are they going to like recast somebody younger to be like Leia or something? Since she
I
was
don't
kinda-
know. This
We
is
don't know about any of that yet.
This is mostly about like getting the Death Star plans to.
I
blow up the
know.
Death Star. Yeah.
And she was a ranking officer in the Resistance before they picked her up. Remember?
Oh,
That's the whole
yeah.
reason they picked her up. She was carrying the Death Star plans.
Maybe I'm not sure. I mean, they've
Oh,
only.
no, that was definitely.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like having.
I feel like she
having-
might make a cameo at like the end because it's about the mission to steal the plans, and so maybe at the end of it they hand it off to her or something.
There was that one rumor about Carrie Fisher's daughter playing Leia in The Force Awakens. That might have been actually about Rogue One.
Rogue One. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That works.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if we can go to The Force Awakens for just a minute,
Yeah.
like, why didn't Leia have any Jedi powers? Like, did it? I know she wasn't on
She did.
screen for very long, but like, they
She
don't
immediately
really-
sensed that Han went to the dark side. Also known as
Han went to the dark
area.
side.
Yeah, the area below that bridge. It's very dark
Oh.
down there.
Yeah.
The chasm under the bridge is pretty dark down there. That was the dark side of the bridge.
Yeah.
Seems like that's just like a magnet for anybody that wants to be like chasms. They just draw people. Like Luke's like, "Hey, I'm gonna fall into this chasm," and Bespin, and then Han's like, "Hey, look, a chasm," and then
Maul's like, hey, a
Boba Fett's,
chasm.
look, I'm gonna jump into this pit real quick.
My only question
It's got
is,
teeth.
did
And Vader's like,
Leia-
I'm gonna throw Palpatine into this chasm.
My only question is did Leia get any formal training in the new canon?
Diplomacy.
If I remember correctly, they said that they didn't want her to get any formal training. Like, she didn't want to be a Jedi. She just wanted to be a general in the Resistance, basically.
I guess that
That's
makes
dumb.
sense.
So she's
Probably
she's
too much
force
of a
sensitive, but
chance.
she doesn't, like, she's not trained in it.
She's like super
So
force
is-
sensitive. She's a Skywalker.
Yeah.
So was Carrie Fisher just be like, "No, I'm too old for this shit. I just want to shop for like 20 minutes and make my millions."
I think she actually wanted to be in more.
She,
Really?
Hopefully. I mean,
Mhm.
supposedly episode 8's going to take place like immediately after episode 7. Like as soon
Yeah, it
as
makes
you
sense.
as soon as you see Luke
Right.
like uncover his hood, that's immediately where episode 8's going to show up. And then there's that picture of Mark Hamill on Daisy Ridley's back saying "Do a flip."
So
Yeah.
the opening scene of episode 8 is just going to be him standing there staring.
Yeah, it'll be a helicopter scene again for another
Like
2
10
minutes.
minutes.
10 minutes. Nobody says a word.
I'm not gonna lie, I fell asleep while he was staring. I'm honest. Being completely honest, in theaters, I totally did.
I just want her to like slowly walk up closer and like poke him in the face with it. Because he's just staring at her.
And it accidentally ignites and Luke's dead. First 5 minutes.
Well, shit.
Pulls a Jimmy Olsen.
I'll be like, after that, I'll be like Peter Griffin, be like, done, and walk out of the theater.
It was a trap. God, what's the new bad guys called again?
The Wrens.
First Order, something like that.
Yeah, First Order.
Like
First
they
Order.
follow, they follow Ray
Not
to
the
wherever
Knights,
the hell
or not the
Luke
Nazis.
Skywalker is, and they just open on a massacre. Luke gets shot dead by like a squadron of TIE fighters.
No, dude,
It's a massacre of
And
two
just
people.
to make sure, a bunch of troopers with flamethrowers just incinerate his body. Just like 5 of them, just whoosh.
no.
The flamethrowers,
Luke Skywalker
maybe.
is dead.
But I feel like blasters are kind of useless now that you can stop them with the Force.
I
Right?
think
Yeah.
that's just a Kylo Ren thing.
Let's say,
I don't know. Maybe
there's-
Luke taught him.
There's stuff that Kylo learned from Snoke, I think it was.
which
Who is Snoke?
we don't know yet, but there are
That's the
rumors.
question.
No one knows.
There
The
are
theory
rumors.
is Palpatine.
Nobody
The,
knows.
the theory is
Palpatine, really?
no. There is a theory that says it's Mace Windu.
That could also
Yeah,
be
there's a
good
theory
one.
about everything.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
it's
why the
clearly
theory
Jar
is...
Jar's new apprentice.
Oh yeah.
Whoever
Yeah.
it is Jar Jar's apprentice.
Oh.
Doubt it. Moving on.
Yeah. So
I'm just saying.
Rogue One
calling it-
trailer was good.
calling it right now.
So.
But staying on the subject of Star Wars, there is a petition for making a Netflix series of Star Wars The Old Republic, and it's already gotten 22,000 signatures.
So I
It
mean,
doesn't seem like a lot.
22,000.
I mean, I know 22,000 people in like a room is a lot of people, but
space them out over a stadium.
on a petition, I'm
If
sure it's a lot of
Netflix-
pages.
Okay.
But
To,
If
to
Netflix
stop
makes it,
this
people will
rant,
watch
pull
it.
back a little bit. They need 150,000 to reach their goal, and they're at 90,000 now. So
Okay.
Oh,
good.
they're at 90 now?
Yeah. This was written like last week.
90,000 is significantly more people.
that is
Yeah.
a larger number.
That's
than
over
22.
double.
I
over
would agree
triple.
with that statement. That does sound like a larger number than 22.
You heard it here, folks.
The
Yep.
math checks out. I just ran the numbers.
Yeah, I wrote this last week and I didn't update it. My bad.
That's fine. Well, we got our update now. It's 90,000 now, which is
Over drastically
confirmed
over 9,000.
more
Over
than 22.
22,000.
Anywho,
Clang.
all right. So, Scorps, do you want to take this next bit? Because this is right up your alley.
Yep.
Right on.
The Logan movie has more news, as Caliban has been cast.
Officially
Officially.
announced.
Officially cast. The person playing him, Stephen Merchant.
Ooh.
I have no clue who that
So
is.
they're not using the same Caliban from Age of Apocalypse?
Nope.
Okay.
That's fine.
And for those who don't know who Caliban is, he's a mutant with the ability to track/locate other mutants.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I forgot about him. In
I
the
actually,
Apocalypse.
that was going to be one of my questions. I don't know who Caliban is, but thank you.
Okay.
Also, it's still speculation, but X-23 has supposedly been cast,
Yeah, supposedly.
and they've been
That's
releasing pictures from character sets and stuff every day at 10:23 a.m.
And for those of you who don't get the significance of that, 1023, the Roman numeral for 10 is X, so X23.
And on October 23rd, there's probably going to be like a major announcement.
Everyone's hoping.
Yeah.
Everyone's hoping they're
So
going to
now,
be like on 1023.
X-23 is
they
just
announce-
Chick Wolverine, right?
Yeah,
Basically,
she is a
More than
female
that.
clone of Wolverine.
that was
Oh, she's a clone. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
she was born from a womb instead of a test tube, but yeah, they used his genetic materials to impregnate a woman.
Yeah.
Now, did she
And
come
the-
out with claws, or
Claws
Did they have
first,
to,
man. She did her own C-section.
She berserker barraged out of that womb.
But did they have to like strap her down and like do the whole adamantium skeleton thing to her too, or?
Only her claws were laced with adamantium.
Oh.
Okay.
Also known as fingernails.
That's
No, she has
Deathstrike.
I don't know if they're
claws like
fingernails if they
Wolverine.
come out of your knuckles, dude.
Yeah.
No, these are actual claws.
Yeah, she has
Knuckle
two,
nails.
Oh wait, what?
She has
She
two
has-
claws
Sorry,
coming out of her hands, and she has one claw, or she has two claws coming out of each hand, and one claw coming out of her foot, like out of the top of her foot.
Wasn't in one of
Like
the
a
original
raptor.
movies?
No.
Wasn't there like a terrible version of her with claws?
No, that's Lady
Deathstroke.
Deathstrike.
Okay.
Deathstrike.
Death-
Yeah, my bad.
I was completely mistaken.
Yeah,
Now, if her and Wolverine have to fight, adamantium versus adamantium,
he
are they
would
just
probably-
gonna like shick off of each other, or
Yeah.
can one of them cut through the other's claws?
Only if one of them is red hot because stupid.
Yeah, that was a part of the Wolverine I did not like was how they portrayed Silver Samurai.
Yeah, in
They made him a transformer.
in the movie The Wolverine, they gave Silver Samurai an adamantium blade, so they got it red hot, and because that's how metal works, that meant it was better at cutting.
Yeah, I thought that was silly.
Yeah.
But the young actress's name who's supposedly playing X-23 is Sienna Novikov.
Whoever
I did
that
not
is.
see
have
that
no
actually. I
idea
didn't
how
look
to
that
spell
up.
that.
I didn't find any like official thing saying who would be playing her. But, well, this is supposedly, I guess, right?
Yeah, this is somewhat speculation for now, but they're doing all this X-23 shit, so
I mean, it's pretty.
it's basically confirmed.
There was another bit of Logan movie news that was just released, just like maybe an hour before we started podcasting.
I read this also like last week, but the movie is going to feature the group called the Reavers. Now, if you guys don't know who those are, they're basically a group of mercenaries who use cybernetic enhancements.
Okay.
Pretty awesome.
Just because I'm kind of out of the loop here, how old is X-23 supposed to be?
She's like a teenager. Isn't she?
Around 12 to 15.
Okay, because doing a quick Google on Sienna Novikov, she looks like she's like 10.
Sounds
Yeah.
about right.
X-23 is supposed to be
She's-
roughly 12 to 15 when she first shows up and meets Wolverine.
And kicks his ass.
And she is officially on IMDb as mutant child for the Logan movie. Rumors, I guess, her name is Laura?
Yeah. X-23's name is Laura Kinney.
Okay. So that seems to be about right.
I'm pretty excited about it.
I am too. This movie comes out really soon, March, and it'll be Hugh Jackman's send off for the Wolverine character. Sad to say,
I'm
but
looking forward to this movie quite a bit.
Yup.
I think we mentioned that before in a other episode of Geekalypse Now, like a few weeks back. But
Doesn't matter. Still
yeah.
excited.
Yeah, totally. So let's go ahead and continue on with something on the other side of the galaxy, pretty much in terms of tone and sorry. Shrek 5 is being scripted by Austin Powers writer Michael McCullers. Yeah, sounds
The
about right.
Kohlers?
Yeah.
In other news, apparently there was a Shrek 3 and a Shrek 4.
Oh, there was a Shrek
And
3 and
Shrek
4. Yeah, there was Shrek
And
4.
there's
to
a
me.
spin-off.
Puss in Boots. Yeah.
And there's Puss in Boots, so technically there's like 6.
I didn't even know
Well,
Shrek 5
I
was
never
being made,
count
so
spin-offs as
the main
as
number.
part of the main series.
Yeah. I didn't
The
watch Puss in
important
Boots,
thing
so.
is that in the morning, I'm making waffles.
Yeah.
Sorry. I watch a lot of people doing Eddie Murphy impressions. And that's the one thing that everyone gets right is the laugh. Team Four Star did a Let's Play of Kingdom Hearts 2, and they were making fun of the dragon. Lanny Bator kept doing the Eddie Murphy laugh.
Oh God,
it was great.
That sounds pretty funny.
So yeah, I didn't know Shrek 5 was being made, so interesting.
I personally like James from Funhouse's Eddie Murphy laugh.
I know she had a dick.
Anyways, in more interesting news, so basically anything else,
Space Jam?
the next
No.
Jurassic World sequel is going to have a darker and scarier tone. So it's going to still have dinosaurs, but it's going to be nighttime?
And it's gonna have
Yes.
and it's gonna have Michael
And
Myers.
Chris
in it.
Pratt apparently talks to velociraptors. It's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't have Jurassic Park without the velociraptors.
Yeah, you can.
So what's going to
Velociraptor
happen?
whisperer.
I'll choose that Utah Raptor.
Go ahead, Burley.
So what's going to happen is Chris Pratt is going to make a human raptor hybrid.
No, I got it. Here's what's gonna happen.
Clever
Here
girl.
is what's gonna happen. They're gonna be like, "Hey guys, we know we let that island kind of fucked up. We need to go back there, but we need something to take care of shit. So we're gonna make our own dinosaur, but it's gonna be cool because we're gonna build in all these fail safes that can apparently never, ever go wrong.
Unless
That
it
way
gets
we have
electrocuted.
complete control over this, and as soon as they drop it off, everything just goes wrong.
Yeah, it
They're
wouldn't
like,
be a
oh,
Jurassic Park movie
it adapted.
if stuff didn't go wrong.
So
Didn't see that coming.
So I have a really smart idea,
What do you
guys.
mean the dinosaurs are breeding? They're all females.
We're gonna build our own dinosaurs out of genetic
Blackjack
material.
hookers.
No, out of genetic material, and we're just gonna flood the island with it. So our new, more powerful dinosaurs will eat all the other dinosaurs, and then the island will be clear, and then we can start over. No harm, right?
But it's got to have wings so it can take out those pteranodons too.
I just
call
hope.
it the Titanic Saurus because nothing could go wrong there.
I just hope. Hang on. I just hope that the margarita guy from the first one's going to be in. That's all I want.
I just want
dude
Jeff
on the
Goldblum to
shitter?
show up and say life finds a way.
I don't know. Jeff Goldblum is going to be in the
Cameos,
next door. So
find a way.
Cameos find a way. You heard it here first.
was there any cameos in the Jurassic World from any of the original cast? I don't think so.
There was
Only the
Oh.
shirt.
No, the Asian dude from the first movie was in it.
There was
Oh,
an
yeah.
Asian dude in the first movie.
Yeah.
The guy
Roland?
that hatched the eggs and stuff.
Yeah, at the
Yeah,
very
he
beginning
was
of the movie.
responsible for hatching the dinosaurs on Isla Nublar.
Yeah.
I need to
Isla
rewatch the
Nublar.
first movie.
Isla Sorna was the second island from Lost World that
Yeah,
a lot of
site,
people didn't like.
that was Site B.
I don't know why all the Jurassic Park movies weren't more like the first one, but it was a disappointment.
Because
I
the
like
first
the
one was
second one.
based on a book.
I
Oh,
like
so was Lost
all the
World.
Jurassic Park movies. I like the third one a lot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you know the second one was also based on a book?
Yeah, Lost World, even though it was...
Roughly.
I've read them both.
Have you now?
Yep.
Yeah, Michael Crichton is a fantastic
Neat.
writer. I've read all of his books. He's done a ton of stuff that gets turned into movies, like Sphere and Congo, and I don't know, probably others that nobody cares about.
Yeah, didn't they do Congo after they did the first Jurassic Park? Because they're like, this guy's first movie was... the first movie we made based off this guy's books were great. Let's do another.
Yeah, and then they just went downhill until they got to the movie Timeline, which was terrible.
Never heard
Although
of
I
it.
still love it.
Timeline. That's the movie with Paul Walker, right?
Paul Walker plays a guy who's definitely not a scientist and goes back in time with other scientists.
Yeah. I think I have that on DVD.
Yeah, it's a terrible movie, but I still love it.
I feel like there was something else I was going to say about Jurassic World.
More
that I don't
on
remember.
Jurassic Park, though, I feel like there was a scrapped movie script where they had a team of raptors that were trained to be a tactical combat team
By Chris
and
Pratt.
were stolen by the mob and turned into hitmen.
That sounds amazing.
And
all over New
I'm
York
just
City,
saying,
there's a rash of raptor attacks.
They kind of set that up with the last movie. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Since they're calling this trilogy Jurassic World, I'm really hoping that shit gets nuts and the dinosaurs make it off the island.
Finally.
It's just World like Disney World.
It's World like Disney World, because I thought that too, and I was really confused when I saw it in theaters, having not seen a single trailer or anything.
Oh, I know.
Because they were still all on one island. Like, what the fuck?
I don't get it.
I know, but I'm just saying what I want it to be. Like, oh,
like,
they're
maybe,
just
hopefully
calling it
they'll do a
World
play on
because of
words
that.
and turn it into whatever the second one was called, because I can't remember it.
Lost World.
Jurassic Planet.
Yeah.
Jurassic Planet, yeah.
Because on the second one, it went from, hey, we're on an island, to, wait a minute, things are getting off the island.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the
if they're
third one was like
doing
that.
trilogy, kinda, maybe we will see that in the second one. Follow the theme.
I did love the scenes where the T-Rex was just rampaging around San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
And then it climbed on the Empire State Building, and it was like...
And then it's knocking planes out of the sky with its super long T-Rex arms.
There should be, and I don't say this about a lot of movies, but there should be more running and hiding from the dinosaurs instead of, well, I guess the amount of running in high heels kind of made up for it in Jurassic World because that was hilarious. But there needs to be more running in terror of the dinosaurs and less, oh, I'm going to shoot any dinosaur that comes near me or my raptor buddies will handle it.
Did you see the edit that was put out on YouTube where everyone had high heels?
Yes.
I did not. I need to watch
the
this.
best thing ever.
Everything was given high heels and like the high heel sound effects, like even the cars.
Yeah, they photoshopped high heels in a circular pattern around the tires, and you just hear clack while the car was driving. It's so good. Oh my god. It's so good.
What about Chris Pratt's motorbike? Did he get high heels too?
Everyone had heels. Even the Raptors had heels.
Oh god, that's the next thing I was going to ask.
No, he had a quad bike, didn't he?
No, he had a motorcycle.
No, that was a motorcycle.
It was like a Honda something.
According to that one GIF I saw, him and the Raptors all had motorbikes.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, I showed you that GIF a while back.
Oh my god.
That was so great.
I hope I'm triggering everyone that hates the word GIF because it's GIF, because fuck you.
You don't pronounce it GIF.
It's GIF like peanut butter.
Anywho.
General Integrated Format, also known as GIF.
Yep.
GIF
There was something about Jurassic World that I was like, wait, what? That was whenever they're facing the main bad dinosaur, I don't remember what it was called or what that species.
Indominus Rex.
They try to shoot at it with a rocket launcher after everyone tries to fire at it with rifles. Like, you should open up with that more.
Yeah.
With a
next time, open with that, stupid.
You
Do you know how much a rocket-propelled grenade costs?
Enough where, oh my god, there's a giant mutant dinosaur in front of me, kill it with everything we've got. That's how much it costs.
I mean, based on my experience, they just kind of throw them around everywhere and you just go find one.
Yeah. They're just laying around everywhere in Halo. I don't know what you're talking about.
You find it all over crash sites, even next to down delete in Halo 1.
Off the corpses of people who
running
were bad.
around in Fallout. You
like, they're literally just in boxes.
You find like 20 missiles, and if you're playing survival mode, then you got to figure out if it's worth it to carry around 12 missiles.
I mean, Burley, you found. Burley, you have a empty container of Spanker missiles.
Yeah, I got an empty Spanker case.
Yeah. I don't remember where it's at though, but still,
it's in my room. It's like right next to my bed.
So, yeah. So there's something else before we were gonna wrap up. There was something else I was thinking about this last night. Never Space Jam 2. Never Space Jam.
I'm sorry. Space Jam is getting re-released in theaters for the 20th anniversary. Fuck all of you. It's amazing. So is
it's
the first
not.
Pokemon.
Okay.
And if you can't accept that as news,
I don't.
Why don't you go see it then, Justin, and get
Shut
Michael
up.
Jordan some more money if it's that great of news?
Anywho, what I was going to talk about, they're supposedly doing 5 movies for the Fantastic Beasts series. Like, they're supposedly wanting to turn it into 5 movies.
That
Now,
sounds stupid to me.
Yeah, I don't see how that concept can be 5 movies unless they're thinking about turning each book into its own movie.
Well, here's the thing. They're like,
One
we're going to
movie-
turn this book into 5 movies, and then whenever they get to, like, 2 or 3, somewhere between 2 and 4, they're going to be like, well, this 5th movie is going to be a bit too big. We better make it 6.
No, here's what's gonna happen. The first movie is introductions, obviously, and then the next 3 movies, there's a lot of walking
credits,
and then the last
And then they
movie, it's
throw-
conclusion.
yeah, they throw the ring into the volcano. It's fine.
Yeah. No, here's what
Talking,
here's what I was
trees
thinking.
And, you know,
Hang on, here's what I
one
was
of
thinking.
the protagonist disappears for like a movie, and then comes back with an army.
Now, here's what I was thinking for this. Like, instead of making a 5 movie series based on one book,
make one good movie.
well,
It's not based on one book though. The book
Yeah.
is just like an encyclopedia, basically.
yeah.
Yeah, it's basically got nothing to do with the books. They're just like, hey, what if we do Harry Potter but in America?
Mm-hmm.
See, like, now,
Yeah.
I feel like
stupid
somebody
they
has
named it
already-
based off of the book.
It's based in the 30s too, isn't it?
Uh,
Like it's
20s.
completely unrelated.
20s.
Yeah, it's sometime before movies for Harry Potter and books, I suppose.
So I mean, like maybe young Dumbledore will show up or something. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I'm just
Possibly.
It's released to be basically it's a book that was supposed to be a book in the Harry Potter universe, but
Yeah.
they made it for us, and now they're making a movie out of it, even though it's just supposed to be a encyclopedia.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Well,
I'll be right
it's an
back.
encyclopedia of a bunch of different monsters within the Harry Potter universe, and the movies are about them hunting the monsters that are in the encyclopedia.
Yep, that one.
Yeah.
So it's like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's about the guide, but also all of the characters using the guide.
I would love to see another Hitchhikers movie.
I feel like they tried that in like 10 different formats, and it never worked well at all.
Cause like the first book, I think I've read through about 3 of the books so far, and the first one is pretty good, and they made a movie and it was cool, but they can still go on. Like they ended the first movie talking about the restaurant at the end of the universe or something.
Well,
to that effect.
Douglas Adams died during production, so he was really the driving force.
I
Well,
didn't know about that.
doesn't mean somebody else can't step up and be like, hey, he would have wanted this.
Yeah, I agree with you. Someone should have
Yeah.
stepped up.
But then again, we
Well,
also
another
lost
Hitchhiker's
Alan
movie would be
Rickman.
awesome.
We also lost Alan Rickman, so we lost Marvin too.
Yeah. Really, the
Good
central
news is, though, that was just the voice, so they could possibly find someone that could mimic it.
But it'll never be the same.
Yeah, it'd never be the same, but
I had to step away from the mic for a couple minutes.
to breathe in,
What?
to breathe.
Chocolate
No.
rain.
You step away from the mic to breathe.
No, I forgot the bug dudes had to come come today. I forgot. So
Matt's abandoned his post.
That's cool.
what
So
were you talking?
Space Jam.
No.
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 Yes. Space Jam.
Vetoed.
Nope.
Veto this shit.
Fine, we'll just talk about Kazam.
Finally.
Or just Space Jam 2.
Talking
Space
about the
Jam 2
real
works.
things.
Nah, we don't need to talk.
I'm still
about
not
Space
sure if I'm
Jam
gonna
2.
see Space Jam 2.
I
I kind
for
of might.
sure am not going to go see Space Jam 2.
If the
I've
art
got a
style
better
is
idea
the
since
same
we've got
as
a
the
we got a little under a week to go. Final bets. Who is gonna die on The Walking Dead?
Everyone.
Well, yeah,
eventually.
But
Wait, isn't it based on the comic?
Yeah.
Kind
Based
of.
on the comic book, Glenn is the one that gets whacked by Negan. But
Spoilers.
Daryl, I feel like Daryl is a likely candidate, especially since he's not in the graphic novel at all, and
he's got to work on Death Stranding.
Also
with Kojima.
has a TV show of his own that he's filming. Like, they did the first season, I think, in the off time of this Walking Dead, but it would free up a lot more of his time if they just got rid of him. He wanted his right-hand man. So it's either Glenn or Daryl.
I'm thinking it might be
I
Daryl
think
just
that
because
Abraham is still a likely candidate, too.
I think it's going to be Daryl because Daryl has to go work on, or Norman Reedus has to go work on Death Stranding with Hideo Kojima. Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And didn't they say they're going to do another Boondock Saints? I feel like I saw something about a Boondock Saints 3.
I think so too. I think I saw something about that recently.
I hope so.
That would be cool. But
My money's on Daryl.
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure I saw something,
So get your right.
speculation really, about not only is Negan going to take his right-hand man, but they're finally going to synchronize with the comics and take Rick's right hand.
But I hope that's not the case, because if they were going to do that, they should have done it the way it actually happened.
I mean, but that whole thing with the governor, that was super dark, and I think they had to kind of keep it within the confines of, TV. Because, I mean, when the governor gets his hands on Rick and Michonne, sure, he cuts Rick's hand off, but then they'd kind of have to elaborate on what he went on with Michonne, and I feel like that would have been crossing a line for TV. So they were like, no, we're gonna give him Glenn, Maggie, and who else it was, and we'll go in a different direction.
They could have done it, but
kept Andrea alive, though.
Andrea died a lot sooner. She lived a lot longer in the comics.
Yeah,
or in the show.
She's still alive in the comics.
Oh wait, no, you're right. I'm thinking of Carol.
Who died.
Yeah, Carol offs herself really early.
Yeah, she walked herself into a zombie.
She's just like, I'm done, eat me. Which I don't understand. That just... I mean, I get it, but why opt to be eaten alive? That seems so awful.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I wouldn't be
like, I'm
my
gonna go
first
take a
choice.
long walk off the watchtower. Or, hey, I found an extra handgun sitting around. I'm just gonna do this real quick. No, I'm gonna be torn piece by piece by a horde of zombies.
And then turn.
But anyways, Rick's hand, man. It would send a really, really strong statement.
Just tell us more about your hand, Rick.
The reason that they didn't get rid of his hand, his actual hand, is because Robert Kirkman said that he absolutely regretted getting rid of his hand in the comics. That's the number one thing that he regretted doing. Yeah.
But why?
Yeah, he also regretted getting rid of Glenn.
But look at how well it worked out for Merle.
Yeah. It did work out.
Merle made that shit work.
It did work. Or Merle losing his hand did work out pretty well for him.
He was in Guardians of the Galaxy, by the way. So.
And instead of Rick.
Yes, as Merle with one hand.
Somebody had to lose a hand. It was a blood sacrifice that had to be paid for the series to go on.
So I figured, we should probably go ahead and wrap it up now. It's been almost 40 minutes.
Has it?
Yeah, for our shortened podcast.
Jesus, just for movie news, but this is the heart of our shows. Just us talking.
But before we wrap it up, I would like to say that
No one cares about Space Jam.
the original sequel to Space Jam was supposed to star Jackie Chan and be a spy film.
Oh, that would have been great. Why wasn't that a thing?
I don't know.
Now I'm gonna automatically hate Space Jam 2 more than I do.
Apparently, that project turned into Looney Tunes Back in Action, which was
Oh.
Way to end on a down note.
I felt that Looney Tunes Back in Action was kind of like a successor to Space Jam.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of what it was supposed to be originally. It just
Except
didn't
no
get
one
there.
cared about it.
So
After Looney Tunes Back in Action, Warner Brothers is just kind of like, well, that's it, folks. We're out of money. We're going to make Batman so we can
That's all,
recover our
folks.
losses.
You had to say that's all, folks, and you didn't.
Right?
Burley tried to.
I did it. I threw it in there.
All right, so let's go ahead and wrap it up. So I guess that's the
all,
end of this
folks.
episode. So I've been Caretaker.
I have been Burly Badger, but I stopped
Also been Caretaker.
I am still Scorps.
it. No, you're not. You're
I was
still
right there at some
Caretaker.
point.
You're what?
I am forever 9,000 Goblins.
Ever. I'm Batman and Robin.
Abadi,
See ya.
abadi, abadi, that's all, folks.